All right. Okay. I feel like it's one of them days we just get right to it. Yo, yo, Rob coming through on YouTube is clutch, bro. You already know. You already know, bro. Appreciate you. How are you? I know it's like more quiet than usual because I'm in a menu right now. But let me see. Okay. This is gonna be a thing. This going to be a thing. Chilling just finished stuff on my face, bro. I'm jealous. I'm jealous. I'm actually hungry and I can't wait to get to work to eat. I don't want to wild out. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna hold off. I'm gonna hold off till I get to work. See ya. I figure, off the heels of yesterday, we could run this one up because this game was asked of me by J Rock. So we ran up Fever Meme, right? We're gonna run this. We're gonna run this. It was either this or Beast of Reincarnation. I was like, since the stream is only gonna be like 2 hours, let's just do this and then we'll run like a demo up or something and we'll just keep creating more long form content for it. Is it too Fever Meme was 10 out of 10? If Fever Meme was 10 out of 10, this might be 20 from what the streets are saying. From what the streets are saying. I don't know, but if this is anything like that game, I guess we're in for a treat. Um yeah, just a heads up. I haven't figured out what's going on with my camera. I haven't changed anything, and it was doing that thing where it was like going off. I don't know why. I don't know why. I didn't replace any wires, but all I did was unplug things and plug them back in. Didn't change the settings. Hopefully everything works. If the camera goes out, let me know and I'll try to make adjustments and we'll rock out. It is short, just saying. That's cool. Let me get on my desk. All right, you got a little bit of time. Got a little bit of time. From what I've seen, the only bit of information that I have from this game or looking up this game is that supposedly is multiple playthroughs. You know what I'm saying? So it is D Showtime. What's good, bro? But the game can run anywhere from 5 to 30 minutes, but there's multiple endings, and people tend to like do a couple of playthroughs. So maybe I'll do 1, 2, maybe 3, depending on how it goes, and we'll see if we get different endings. I guess. You know, clip is live, exclamation point clip. You know what I'm saying? So you see something funny, whatever, and you don't want to like actually go through the whole rigmarole of putting the clip together and editing, you just do exclamation point clip, and yeah, we'll rock out. Oh my god, this game is entertaining. I hope the game is entertaining. I hope the game is quote unquote a good time. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. Shout out Psycho Bone. We love Psycho Bone around these parts. All right. So cool. Just gonna give Tia a little bit of time to get to her desk, and then we'll run it up. All right. We'll run it up. Yo, what's the word, bro? Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the likes. We're gonna get this thing going. We're gonna get this thing jumping. I'm not in a super duper rush, but my plan is as follows: we play this game, we see how we feel about it, we do a couple of playthroughs if the game permits, and then maybe we do a couple of demos. I don't think it's a Beast of Reincarnation type of night. If I'm lucky, because of the way that the week is going, if I'm lucky, I beat the game this week. But we do have Anime NYC. I do gotta go get my locks retwisted. I do have an appointment, and all this is like scattered throughout the week. I think I got to do a pod with my homie, so it's like it's tough, right? So if I try to commit a certain time slot to streaming this week, I don't know, and I don't want to give y'all false hope. I'm trying to do better with that. I'm trying to do better with that. If it's the same game from yesterday, it's gonna be a grand old time. It's something like that. It's not the same game, but it's something like that. It's something like that. So If y'all wanna do me solid, you know what I'm saying? We are live. We multi-streaming. The priority list goes to Talk TTV. You know what I'm saying? Pick one. But if you want, you know what I'm saying, want to help your boy out, because we're aiming towards YouTube partner and racking up watch hours and things like that. And TikTok has been showing mad love. You know what I'm saying? Want to, like, go in there, just drop a comment real quick, let the algorithm know that we here, and we run it up. Tia, this is why. This is why. This heart right here. This is why. And on a 100 watch, a 100 watch streak is crazy. Oh, 100. For one, I didn't even know I streamed that much, to be honest with you. For you to have a 100 watch streak. The fact that she was like, yo, do not stream in the morning. Call me. Call my line. Like, do not stream in the morning. Save that stream for later so I don't break my streak. You know what I'm saying? Nah, she ain't call me though, but she pretty much held a witch magic infused blick to my head and was like, just don't do it, bro. Just hold off. And I held off. So we keep the streak going. Played a bunch of times. Oh my, okay. So Hood Magic, yeah. I'm glad you said Hood Magic and not Black Magic, because that's, that a little too close to home. Was it too blick at? Oh, yo, Mathis, I got you, bro. Don't even trip. Don't even trip. I'll do it like this for the one time. We'll do. Ooh, hold on. We'll do this. We'll do a copy. Mods. Yo, thank you. Yo, pin that. Thank you. J-Rock. Any mod, pin that to the top. Pin that to the top until the stream is over. What's good, Mathis? What is Soul Glow bonnet at? What you mean the soul? Which one is the Soul Glow bonnet? Which one is that? You talking about the scarf? Yo, you disrespectful, bro. You're mad disrespectful. On me, you're so disrespectful. And I'm gonna miss you at Anime NYC this year. But you popping up for Comic-Con, right? If you in the towns and you popping up for Anime NYC, let me know. We could link. If you are around for Anime NYC or Comic-Con, we can link. Let me know. We'll make something happen. It's gonna be, for me, it's gonna be a big content week. So just for real quick layout, the streams are gonna be shorter, obviously, because it's busy. But I want to do things like this to where we could pump out full-fledged videos, and it's very clip friendly. So we gotta start making things happen, making motion happen. And for those of you who don't know, on the Tube side of things, they are doubling the requirements to make YouTube partner, and that's going to go into effect February 1st, I believe. So we have around 5 months ish to make something shake. If not, it's going to be exponentially harder to make partner. So I'm really going to be pushing the content a lot harder than I normally do. I don't be like, oh my God, yo, can you sub? I don't normally do all that stuff. But if I don't do it now, we don't grind now, if I don't like lean on y'all as a community now, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough, bro. Yeah, 100 for Comic-Con. I bet. Yo, Grayson, what's good? What Comic-Con at? It's gonna be at Jacob Javits Center, Manhattan, New York. Jacob Javits Center. It's in the city. But yeah, so I'm gonna be like aggressive. So like, I know people forget apparently that I'm a content creator. I had somebody hit me up, not even hit me up, a girl. She had added me on IG talking about, like, wanting to get into content, and asked me what type of content do I make. Oh God! You have me on IG, right? And at first I was like, what? And I thought about it, I was like, that's my fault. That's my fault because I haven't been consistent enough to where it should be automatic when you're on my page. For one, I thought it was automatic. I'm not gonna lie. So here we are. We're in a position where I have to prove myself as a content creator. And I'm totally fine with that. Because I like a little adversity. I like a little pressure. Okay? I like that. So, without further ado, this is Stanley Parable. I think I'm saying it correctly. It was a game requested by one of the pillars of the mod squad. Shout out J-Rock. So, you know what I'm saying? Whatever comes of this is because he suggested it. All right? For better or for worse. Knowing him, probably worse. And on top of that, shout out to everybody who pulled up for the big walk yesterday. Episode 1 was fire. Don't you put that evil on me, not the flex bombs? What you mean? Yeah, son, you already knows what New York City sound like. Go into that corner store, go behind the register, put your hand. Oh, there, freaky mans. Hey, man, let me live, Rob. Let me live. Let me live. Let me live. Or what's good, bro? What's good with the Mandim? All right, let's get to it. I don't think I'm gonna be able to use controller. Let's check. Let's check. Let's check. Let's check. Speech. First of all, I want to thank my connect. All right. Let me see. Can I use control on? If I can use control on a game like this, it's gonna be so much easier. I'm gonna be so much more comfortable. Probably not though. They don't really give you control support in these types of games. They do it on purpose. All right. Lord Madonna, you want to make me want to move to NY? Nah, don't do it. Ooh, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm trying to get up out of here. I'm talking about you trying to go live in Italy. Take me with you. Take me with you. All right, let's get to it. English, confirm. Have you played? No. They're asking me questions out the gate. I don't really like that. If the game need to be turned up, you know what I'm saying? Anything like that, let me know, chat. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. If the game need to be turned up, I need to be turned up, turned down, let me know. So the computer is barely visible. It's about right here. Into the current time? Why? By the time I get done with this, it's gonna be 7:24. Okay. Field of view. I'm gonna bump that to like a calm 80. Camera sensitivity, invert Y, no. Subtitles. I'll make the subtitles big just for the sake of chat. Show Recule. You probably want that, right? Yeah. Small little dot, you right? Or maybe some calm like that. Some calm like that. Translation labels, color labels, content warnings. Enable content warnings and an option to skip sections of the game that deal with suicide trial. Oh, okay. So I need trigger. Oh, okay, so I need trigger warnings for this. I did not know that. Yeah, we gotta put that on. Toggle auto walk. Auto walk will turn between walking and stopping. Nah, it's fine. Low dexterity mode. Reduces difficulty first time. Oh, okay. Nah, wait, what? Time sensitive inputs and precision platforming. I should probably put that on. I should put that on because I'm on mouse and key, but you know, for the sake of content, now we smooth. Audio, we good on that. Video, VSync. Talk about VSync. My computer can't handle VSync. Simplified controls. What's simplified? Rebind controls so the interactions don't require specific inputs. I'm gonna put that on, bro. I'm gonna put that on. Okay, and take that off. Take that off. Reset keybind general. I think we're good. Credits. All right. If anybody want to get anything off their chest, let us know right now, or forever hold your peace. You got a smooth countdown of like 10. I'm saying countdown from 10. Actually, let me get it going. Speech. First of all, I want to thank my connect. All due respect. McCann got you. Yo, be easy, be easy, be easy. Let's go. Let's get it working. Let's get it working. Wait, what? The end? Wait, what? What is it?
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Okay.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
Alright.
Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
Yikes.
And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in.
Relished is
They
crazy.
had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He
Okay.
had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi.
I'd be so hyped.
Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong.
I'd be so happy at
Shocked,
work, bro.
frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time.
Oh, so he
As
was
he
bricked.
came to his wits and regained his senses, he
Oh,
got
look
up
at
from
that.
his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay, so he's just pretty much narrating what I'm supposed to do.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply
can't
missed
see
a
outside?
memo.
You can't see outside, bro. All right, what a meeting room at? How do I know where the meeting room is?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. And it just closes behind me? That's not scary. Is this a hard game?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
How to solve a dispute with a coworker. Let it ball up inside you, take it out passive aggressively on other coworkers, resent coworkers for not support. Ha! Yo, what? Wait a minute, what's in here? Targets, push for funding. Okay, R&D, new coffee. Oh, this place is a wild spot to work at. Everyone is unique. You most of all. A number of slides. Yo, okay. Broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Oh, all right.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay. Oh, this is nice.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
A lot of books, though.
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him?
They probably out
What he
partying
could
without
not
me.
have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so
Keypad.
the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number,
Okay,
2845.
that's funny.
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
2845.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct
Wait.
code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Bro got a naughty dungeon? Wait, what is this? Ain't nothing over here? I don't got a flashlight? Oh, okay. I'm trying to figure out where this is going. I haven't seen a loading screen in
Descending
a
deeper
while.
into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he
feel it.
felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
I like the narrator though. What, are those sparks? Sparks flying?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I think I'm good, man. I think I'm
Although
cool.
this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Okay.
But of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for.
Okay. All right. Okay.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to
Could watch so
himself.
much football.
Did
It's
he
like
have the
red zone in
strength
here.
to find out?
It's kind of like Kai Cenat's room in Streaming University, Dean's office, watching all the streamers. All of this is underneath an office building?
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen.
Yo.
And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
I should have just went through the escape route.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring
Yeah, what's my
job?
number?
That his
Right here.
emotions had been manipulated to accept it
Ain't that my number?
blindly?
And we 427? Huh, okay. We just going here?
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Damn.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
I like that.
For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
I like that. Gonna buck the system. Now, how do we go about that? Let's see what happens over here. Facility power. Mind controls idle awaiting input. Oh, we finna shut this whole thing down. Seems simple enough.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
But what if we were in control of the minds that were being controlled? What if we turn the power on and literally take it into our own hands? Corruption is not good unless I am a part of the corruption. So with that being said,
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do.
what do you mean?
You're supposed to let it go. Turn the controls off and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that.
What?
I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation.
Oh no,
system.
no, no,
In the
no.
event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode.
Nuclear?
Detonating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes.
Oh, we up out of here.
Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now.
Oh, we're up
Shape
outta
it
here.
to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy.
Nah,
it.
we smooth, we
Mere
smooth.
moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is.
We're
More
fine.
time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start.
Wait, what?
You'd like to know where your
Wait, what?
co-workers are?
Oh, wait, I went the wrong
Moment
way?
of solace before you're obliterated. All right.
Hold on.
I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and
Wait, what?
dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground,
Yo!
swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you.
Where do
is
I
quite
go?
rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around
Nah, he's
will be
chatting.
even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left.
Oh my
I've been enjoying this
God.
so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock.
Why would you do that?
These are precious additional seconds, Stanley.
What was the
Time doesn't
point?
grow on trees. Oh,
Did I miss
dear
something
me,
over here?
What's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button,
Yo!
screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room.
Oh
These
my
numbered
God.
buttons, no, these colored ones, or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me.
He's pissing me
Do you
off.
think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley,
Yo, come on, something.
you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble.
What?
This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy.
Yo, he's
You want to
chatting.
control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to strike.
Yo,
30
just
seconds until a big boom. and then
seriously?
no ending here. Just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life. from the
He's
moment we fade
chatting,
until the
bro.
moment I say, happily ever after.
You dead ass right now? It was the ongoing monologue talking super crazy and then adding more time as though that was gonna make a difference just to talk more shit. I don't feel like I made the wrong we know I did make the wrong choice inevitably, right? Because but I was kind of confident. Give me a second. Let me, because I didn't think it was gonna be this type of situation. Let me just. I'm gonna need some water for this. I'm gonna need some water for this one. Nah, he was talking crazy, bro. I don't like the fact that they literally was talking me and walking me down everything I was doing. Bro said, look at you pressing every button. Look at you pressing every button trying to figure out what to do next. He played in my face, laughed in my face, and there was nothing I could do about that. Okay. All right. Okay. Round two. Round two.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I actually feel away.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No, listen.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautiful... But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Wait. Do not jump from cargo lift while it's in motion. Penalty. Okay.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Oh, yeah?
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Whoa. What do you mean for her?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Who are we talking about? What is this? I'm scared.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven.
Oh, wow. Fresh bread?
Right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Hello. Whoa.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here. Sorry, but you're in my story now.
The saxophones are getting louder. I don't like mannequins.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley. Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Mannequins make me nervous, bro.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do.
Nah, don't good boy me.
He's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Nah, he really just good boyed me.
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, He stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Yeah, that's kind of how I felt. Like, that's funny.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice.
Yeah.
It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Yo, is he cool? Like,
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
game with a baby.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time. But there is no
Whoa!
answer.
Oh.
How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it. You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I
Yo!
get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him.
It's
I'm
pissing me
compelled
off.
to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
What?
And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button.
What?
And I tried.
I didn't press anything. I didn't press it. What? What is going on? What is this game, bro? What is this game? What did you make me play? What is happening right now? Come on, Straw, work with me. The fake out? Oh, Wavy, why you don't let us suggest things? This is why. This is why. What is this game, bro? I'm trying not to crash out. I haven't even gotten anywhere yet. On me, I haven't even gotten anywhere yet, bro. You gotta follow directions. I think I'm really good at following directions, man. I think I'm pretty good at following directions. You ain't see how many buttons I pushed? You ain't see how many buttons I pushed.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
All right, round
Stanley
three.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yeah. Door on my left.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yeah.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover
I don't remember
not
what
an
this is.
indication of any human
What
life.
was the number?
What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
Nah, shut up.
That kind of anxiety isn't healthy.
Shut your whole
So he
ass up.
relaxed for a few moments with some calming new age music.
Stop, bro.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
This game is a speedrunner's worst nightmare, bro. Come on. Long time no see, stupid elevator. I like this little loading screen, man. Like it's not long or anything, just brings back memories. Simpler times.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
You know what? Let's relax. Let's just relax. I'll just calm down. See what this guy got to say.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Do I have the strength to find out? Of course I have the strength to find out. We're good here.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced
blah,
to
blah,
images
blah.
on the screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally
It's a
monitored in
pervy,
this place
narrator
where
just
freedom
watching people.
meant nothing.
All right.
This
on.
mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his
Yeah.
emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No.
Go.
He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very
Can't
place.
sprint.
And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this...
That was a little loud, I'm not gonna lie. Are we done? Credits roll?
blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won.
Thank
He
you.
had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley
Maslow.
reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved.
What do you mean?
Where had his co-workers gone?
I don't care.
How had he been freed from the machine's grasp?
I press the
What
button.
other mysteries did this strange building hold?
Who
As
cares?
sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered.
Right, like what?
For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his
fact.
goal had not been to understand, but to let go.
It's a fact.
No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he
This
lives,
is beautiful.
it will be his. And that was all he needed to know.
That's it, bro.
It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing.
What Aaron Yeager fought for.
Stanley stepped through the open door.
For sure.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him.
Okay.
This was exactly the way, right now,
W game.
that
W game.
things were meant to happen.
W game, chat. W game.
And Stanley was happy.
All right, enough with the flashbanging though. Like, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Especially from the way things started out. It was a lot. It was a lot. What?
All of his co-workers...
Wait, there's more?
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
You know what I didn't do? Let's go see this quote-unquote violent death.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I know. See, it wasn't too bad. All right, cool,
Yet
cool,
there was
cool.
not
I
a
wonder what like
single
all those
person
buttons
he
are in that
approved
room
of.
though.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss.
Oh, wait a minute.
To a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh, this is not good. Red lights are never good. Red lights are never good. Hold on.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished?
Yo,
His boss would think he was...
real quick, I just saw the content warning, trigger warning for mental illness and things of that nature. Okay, just give me our fair warning. Okay, give me our fair warning.
crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations.
Like
For
what?
example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
I did ask
And
that.
for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating?
Nah.
No, Stanley said to himself.
Wait.
This is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion
One,
that
two,
had been
three,
on
four.
the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it.
Deja vu.
I'm dreaming! He
Ah.
yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all.
That's fair.
And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So
Not while I'm still
he
lucid.
imagined himself flying and
Whoa.
began to gently float above the
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Then he imagined himself
whoa.
soaring through space on a magical starfield.
Hello?
And it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner.
Okay.
Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
I've been trying to figure that out.
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange.
Become aware.
I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts. he
Okay.
thought.
Yeah.
And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley
Break up the
simply
door.
deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself?
Ooh wee.
Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago?
That did
How else
happen.
would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control.
What is it about
that
to make me
this was
do?
a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back,
Okay.
the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal.
Yo, this is kind of crazy.
Everything will be fine. I am okay.
It's kind of sad, actually. Oh, we back.
Stanley began screaming.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Please,
whoa.
someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Okay. All this because I went downstairs instead of
This is
upstairs?
the story of a woman named Mariella.
Who are you?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself.
Yo!
Then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy.
Obviously?
This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal.
Not her being
I
grateful.
am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't.
Oh,
It
man.
was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life.
Just call
She
the
had no
ambulance,
time for
bro.
this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Yo! This got to take place in New York. That's the most New York thing you could do. Just completely just disregard all of it. Ain't got nothing to do with me. Keep it moving. Not even you see something, say something. You see something, you just ignore it. Like, this office building has to be in New York. It has to. It quite literally has to be. Bro, with the clean, just step over the body, keep it pushing. I gotta catch this train. Wow. Wow. She said, yo, I
The meeting
gotta get to
room.
Chipotle
Yes, that's
before
where
it
everyone would
closed.
be. Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never be alone ever again.
What? Yo, what is this game, bro?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his
I
left.
don't even know anymore, man. I don't even know anymore, bro.
Yet
Like,
there was not a single person.
I kind of
there
wish it
either.
was a horror game.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Can't open anything, man. Anything back here? Oh, what's this? Oh. Is it a crime to commit crimes? Isn't it rich? What a life it would be? To pick one. That's interesting. I was about to say, can I not open that up again? What? Business strategy? Why he up and fire on a panda? Nah, this is a sick place. What if I do down? I just don't like that he up fire on Poe. My companda. Sometimes you gotta take a panda and get a rug. Or make a rug. Wait a minute. Wait. Sometimes you gotta get a panda and make a rug. No, you smooth? How long is this elevator ride? What if we... Are we just stuck here? Did we go anywhere? Okay, I guess not. That was pointless.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad, Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Kill surprise.
Oh, he's petty. Oh, he's mad petty. I know I suggested it, but what is this game? Big dog, you tell me.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind
See.
Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death. The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Why I feel like it's infinite.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Oh, I don't even know. Okay, I'm about to say I don't even know which way to go. Let's see what they talking about, bro. Surely he's not serious, right? Oh, he's dead serious. Fair enough. Oh, I guess not. Oh.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his
Oh!
demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever.
Wait.
Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is.
Can we just
Perhaps
like
his
jump?
death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man.
Plucking the
So he
eyeballs from a
resigned
blind
and
man.
willingly accepted this violent end to
I
his
don't have to
brief
do
and
this. Can we
shallow
just...
life. Farewell, Stanley.
I'm gonna look up, man. No. It's...
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Who is this now? Oh! Wait. What?
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Yo, this is sick.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
What? Section of the sounds used throughout the game. When the buzzer press, each sound is a mix of a keyboard stroke and a synthesized one. What? Interactive credits? Turn it back on. Nah, what is this, bro? Office clock. Boss's office. Wait, what's that? Why does it look different? Are these like all the different possibilities in the game?
They're throwing a surprise party for him for all his button pushing. Does that sound plausible to you? The number 9.
The narration outtakes. So, is there a true ending? Like, is this? Freedom ending. Our very first connection of freedom ending in the game's alpha. Oh, wow. Countdown disc. One in the disc. This is kind of crazy. So how do I exit?
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Wait, whoa!
Listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time
Oh my god.
choose for you. Don't let
All right. I have an idea. All right, we're back in the office.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
There's got to be some other doors I can open, right?
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
New content.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
Why am I back in another device that's just moving me?
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013
I did not
home
know that.
computers.
I did not know that.
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
Okay.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable,
More game.
delighting audiences the world over. Please step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Did I go the right way?
Sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Okay.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Oh yeah.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or oh,
There we go.
All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content.
Not us on the same page.
More ready. Let's do it. I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious.
Yeah.
It's as if them... Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Yeah. Yeah. The jump circle?
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
How do I even jump? Oh. What? This is the new content? Ultra Deluxe, we can jump? No. No. No.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content.
Bro, can I not jump anymore?
Else, right?
I'm gonna need the jump.
Another elevator.
And I can't jump?
Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh wait, there's more. Very good. Yes.
Don't put me in a position where I gotta jump and I can't jump, bro.
I'm ready for whatever it is.
Please.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar.
They
And
taking
don't get me
shots.
started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about.
They're not serious.
No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always.
No.
What do you say, friend?
Oh, okay. I don't have a choice. Stop playing. Wait, where are we now? Wait, this is different. It's a different start.
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
How do you get in the vent? How do you? Oh. Okay. I can't jump, bro. That's why. What happened to my jumps? Okay.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special
What
and
is
tucked
this?
it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take
Oh.
a look. I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
Zone, sweet zone. That's great.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013 when the
Yo.
game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity.
I was still
Back
in the
then,
Navy.
It all meant something. Oh, the waste.
Yo, what is this game, bro? I was really able to jump
And over
in that
here
one room.
is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like
What?
this stunning triumph of games journalism. 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives.
I can't
and
leave.
Succeeds to be every game ever created. Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was all of them. And now, it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
I don't even know what to do with this. Memory zone maintenance, okay. The original remake?
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.
Yo, stop, bro, please.
The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating
Are we
commentary
serious?
on the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices.
Yo, I've
ever
never
been
seen a game
confronted with
self-glaze
in a game.
itself.
9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone. To spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
And it's so forced. Like I can't get out of the dialogue.
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back to have it all over again.
What was that?
Wait.
What was that? What was that? What was
I
that?
don't recall this part of the memory zone before.
Did y'all see that?
What's this? What's down here? Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they? Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to start.
Profound philosophical insights. Bro read that whole thing and got locked in on unfunny. Bro,
Okay, let's
I
see
ain't
what
broke.
this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can.
I would love to.
This is actually quite shocking for me. I always, well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it, well...
Oh, yeah?
I thought it did, but maybe it wasn't. But dear, what an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record.
Not gonna lie, that's my birthday.
Like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
Kind of sad now, but I mean, yeah. Why it look like we're taking a long walk off a short pier? Why are we getting closer to the water?
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button.
Facts.
A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Maybe we don't need one. I just feel like...
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and
Are
on
you
and on.
chatting?
No.
Still.
The Stanley Parable is a game for the people. And if the people want silence, then by... Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but
Okay.
it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling
That's not
monologue
bad.
full of unnecessary verbal flourishes
Not
and
bad.
lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you?
Chatting.
That's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your... Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes.
30, 45
It's
minutes?
not endurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again. I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it and just... Wait, how do we get out of here? Where did the door go? Wasn't there a door that led into this room? I do feel quite certain that there was one here before. How else would we have gotten into the room in the first place?
Right.
I don't think one can enter a room without a door of some sort, or a window or something like that. Do you see a window anywhere? A porthole? A sufficiently large crack in the wall? I'll take any of these. All I want is for us to move on and to please step away from the skip button, to go anywhere other than the skip button. There was a door here before, wasn't there? I swear there was. Where did it go? Can you maybe just ram your way through a wall? Is there any possibility that you could, say, slam your body into
Nah.
the wall until enough damage is done for you to...
Yeah, we're good.
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really... Oh, Stanley. You're
Oh.
back.
Oh, no.
Back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right?
Plant
Me
died.
talking,
Lights
you
have
say
died.
nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already
Bro,
been
you're
doing?
still
Me just
chatting.
talking? But it isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all. Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much.
Ha! Wait. Oh, no. Oh, no. What's that about? It's like, it's piercing too. It's so loud.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition.
Was he
But
just
where are the
chatting while I
jokes?
was
Where are the
asleep?
jokes, they bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs down review and make all of their pitiful
He's still
demands.
mad
But
about the-
then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability, it's the unwillingness to
Well, I
examine
kinda get
with
where
an
he's coming from.
uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking.
Yo, are you serious though? How do I get out of here?
The end is never the end, 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 is...
Nah, he's really going through it. Am I supposed to just like end this? Yeah, the clock is off. The plants died. Oh. And I can't jump. I'm all out of jumps. Oh, oh yeah. Let me out. How am I surviving this? Oh, look, greenery. I should be able to just leave at this point, man. Like, and we're back to Dasolid. Okay, cool. How long has it been? Years? I'm good. Oh no. Oh, hey. I'm going back in. Oh dear God. We skipped the annoying narrator, but at what cost? What is this, bro? What am I supposed to do? Ah! I don't know if I'm making progression or not. I don't know if up is down, left is triangle. I don't know what's happening, chat. I might genuinely be losing my mind. Wait, whoa. Phone wasn't ringing before.
Good morning. Thank you for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation. We are confirming your shipment of 1,327 cardboard boxes to your place of work. Can you verify that this is correct? Excellent. Your order will arrive shortly. Thank you again for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation.
Okay. Don't know what that was about. Gotta check all these doors, man. Check all these doors. Wait, input? Okay, weird. Mad weird. I don't remember how I got there last time, I'm not gonna lie. New content? What do y'all think? Do we go to the left or we go to new content? I don't know what I'm doing anymore, bro. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just in the rat race at this point. Let's...
Oh, good. You notice my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Okay. Please not the elevator again. Please not the elevator again. Please, dear God. Oh.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
What? Oh.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Okay.
Now, to be clear,
Nice
I
coat
haven't
of paint.
quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific. Here we are.
Fuzzy
Go on,
magic.
try out some of the new features.
The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. A name button? Hear your name in the game?
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful? Sorry, I
What?
should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this
Pissing me
button will
off.
say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind,
Okay.
forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
Okay.
I want Jim. Whoa, hold on. I wasn't finished setting up the backstory.
Yo.
If you don't properly roleplay as Jim, then you'll never understand the impact of this button. Otherwise, it's just a stupid button that says somebody else's name. Okay, we're doing it again, and this time let me finish first.
All right.
Now, allow yourself to become Jim. Imagine yourself driving to work as Jim, playing frisbee on the weekends as Jim.
All right.
Staying up all night for a popcorn and horror movie sleepover as Jim.
Okay.
Developing a crippling substance addiction as Jim.
Whoa.
Rediscovering yourself through fringe religious groups as Jim.
Whoa.
And finally, dying a slow death at an old age, surrounded by members of your cult as Jim. Do you feel it in your soul? Are you really, truly Jim right now? If so, then please step forward and press the button.
I think I'm gonna go do something else, man. I can't go do something else. All the doors are closed. Okay. All right. I think that's fair. Pretty on brand for the situation that I'm in right now. So
Jim. Yes, you see? What a thrill, what a rush. That was you. The button described you. Do it again, Jim. Ooh, it hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money.
yeah, I
Let's
agree.
take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation. Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much Jim. I'm putting the Jim button away. Otherwise, soon you'll start to lose all sense of who you actually are.
Wow. I don't think I will lose sense of who I actually am from pressing a button a couple of times, but all right, fair enough. Now what? Jim 2 Wavy doesn't sound as appealing, but by all means. Oh, the doors are open. Okay, never mind.
I
Jimbo
suppose I
2
could
Wavy
allow only
sounds
people named
nasty.
Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
It's merch? You know, damn merch. Please, no screenshots.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with? You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along.
Wow.
Happy 12th birthday,
What? Why would you?
Yes, it is.
Yo, I hate people like that. I'm not even gonna lie. You sat there and you asked me for advice. You asked me for feedback. You wanted to know my opinion, and you go completely against the grain and did your own thing anyway. Oh, those people work my nerves, bro. Oh my god. Oh, wow.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
New easy free achievement. Get it here. Pull the lever, receive a new achievement. No more steps. That's how it works.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes, you see, you'll come... Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stan, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Game is pissing me off. Game is pissing me off.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
I don't know. Is there something in here? Whoa.
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game.
Collectible?
In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them.
That's
I
petty.
don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on.
This
with
is
your
horrifying.
unremarkable life.
Stop. Collect them all. Okay.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward. Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean?
Right.
The Stanley Parable 2. Oh goodness, Stanley, this is fairly awkward. I hate to do this, but before you leave, you really should go to the bucket exhibit. You see, there's a surprise I was going to spring on you later, and it involves the bucket. And I really do hate to break the illusion, but it's important that you go see the bucket, okay? All right, I'll get out of your hair now.
It's right there, B2. B2, the bucket, right next to 3. Okay. If that's the infinite hole, right? Infinite hole, so that's K, right? Okay. Just want to see where we're at in correlation with that. So if that's there, then we have to go make that right and then make that left. Okay. Just to make sure. You know, I'm bad with this stuff. Okay. Right. Make that left. Oh, what's there? I mean, giant sign. For people like me. Directionally challenged is all hell.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms.
What?
And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that
Yo,
would
give me the
Yes,
bucket, bro.
The bucket.
Just
is
give me the
the
bucket.
Perfect solution. Come on, give it a try. Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body.
I don't
And
think
in
it is.
fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well?
Wow.
I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
Did you just say I got that shit on?
The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
What? Thank you. Thanks for that. I can't wait to experience the riveting
Does anyone
Stanley
give out
Parable
awards
2.
for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
Why does this? Oh, okay, I'm about to say it looks blocked off. Like, why does it look blocked off? Oh, okay, look. It's not blocked off anymore. I guess I'm leaving with the bucket. I don't know if I'm supposed to take it with me or not, but it's interesting. Me and the bucket, man, we go together real bad, you know what I'm saying? Real bad, you know? Please no screenshots.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but
Right.
I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment.
Let's not.
I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
It probably won't.
Okay. Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Drum roll, please.
I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel
Is it?
good about this. Here we go. Version 2.
Buns.
Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything.
Not at all.
I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original.
Okay.
Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Yo, what? That's tough. That's tough.
This
Click
is
to
the
skip.
story of a man named Stanley.
No way.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building.
No. Oh, the
All
balloons?
of his co-workers were gone.
And the boxes from the call?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yo, wait. Not this game building on itself, bro. But I can't get to the other doors. Okay, yeah. No. All right, that's gonna wrap up. That's gonna wrap up for the first the sequel. Wait, it says the sequel is now paused. Oh God! Okay, yeah, we're gonna wrap this up. You know what I'm saying? I gotta head to work, right? Shout out J Rock for the suggestion. I think this is something we can come back to and figure out what else is going on with this game. Because clearly there's other things going on with this game. The Stanley Parable, it just stays that way. It just stays that way. Okay. Y'all be good, man. Y'all be smooth. I'm gonna do my best to chop this up into some YouTube stuff, to some TikToks and all that. Again, thank you for sticking around, stopping by. I'm gonna head to work. We're gonna be back tomorrow with more Beasts of Reincarnation and maybe some demos, maybe some more Stanley Parable. I think low key, I feel like this could be like, weirdly enough, had I known the game was gonna be like this would have been a fire redemption. Like it's like somebody just dropped like 5,000 channel points and then boom, we just like do a playthrough. No matter if it's 2 minutes or an hour, just do it. But whatever. You gotta play Icy now. What is I don't know what that is. Give me some information on it and we'll spin back. You know what I'm saying? But y'all be cool. If you're gonna be in the Discord, y'all know I'm working, I'll be overnight. So y'all over there, cool. I'll tune in. If y'all need to reach out to me. But until next time, always remember that there's no time like showtime. Peace. Let's get y'all up out of here. We ain't doing no Razor Nathan.